Hi, everybody. I just wanted to jump in really quickly because I just came from a coaching session, and what the young lady that I coach was telling me really disturbed me, and it didn't sit well in my spirit. So I really wanted to come on and let you all know what was going on so that if you see yourself in this, then you will understand that some people have your back. All right, so now I know you're totally lost. So let me explain, let me give you a little bit of the backstory. This young lady is a skilled woman and she wants to start her own business. And she wants to do something very specific, very lucrative. There's definitely a market for it. I mean, this girl could be on fire if she so chooses. The problem is that her family, and she comes from a fairly large family, for the most part, her parents, her immediate family are telling her that she's crazy, she shouldn't leave her job, she should stay where she is, she's got pretty decent pay, she's got great benefits, and that she should stay there and do her 20 years and retire with her gold watch, or whatever it is that they do these days, and that she should, sit tight. And she is feeling conflicted because the people who love her are saying don't do it, even though she knows in her spirit that this is something that she needs to do. She believes that this is her purpose, and it's really causing her all types of anguish. Now, I'm the person who's like, oh, who cares what they say? This is what you feel like you need to do. And she's pretty young. She's in her early 30s. I mean, this is what you want to do. Go do it. And she has such a connection and a tie and a loyalty to her family that she doesn't want to do it without their approval. And I think that going against their approval is hurting her almost as much as not starting this business. And I just wanted to explain to you the way that I explained to her. Now, a part of the issue with the people, not the issue, but I coach people who have a spiritual base. So everything that I coach them, it definitely has a spiritual sort of aspect to it, because I absolutely believe in God, of course. And I believe that he, for the most part, he downloads what he wants for us. He gives us our purpose. He sets us up, and he would not set us up in a purpose that we know is for us without giving us the tools, because what we need to have in order to work it is already in us. We just need someone to maybe help guide us, to help us get through the muck and maybe the mire and all of the negativity that we face on a regular basis. And just listen, have it somebody to help guide us to bring it out. And what we don't need, however, are people who don't believe in us, who tell us don't do it, and who make you feel bad because you are going to do it. Especially young people, we need to encourage them to live their dream and speak their truth and be who they are supposed to be in Christ. As long as it's guided by what you believe and you've prayed about it and you have meditated on it, and this is a skill that you have and you can get paid for it, there's a demand for it, I mean, you're sitting in your purpose, do it. I don't think that we as loving families, and I get the idea of it, we don't want our family members, our close friends, we don't want them to be hurt, we don't want them to be disappointed, we don't want them to be broke and homeless. We want them to be happy. And sometimes, especially our older relatives, they believe that having a good job was the end all be all, and that if you did get a good job, you surely wouldn't leave it for something that was uncertain, like starting your own business. But I think that when you're young, this is when you have to do it, especially if you've taken the time to really think it out. And this woman, I mean, she was able to, she sought me out. She asked me to coach her. She pays me to coach her. She pays me to sit with her and make sure that we understand that what she's doing is aligned with her values, that's in alignment with who she sees herself to be, that this is something that will be able to eventually pay her bills, which she doesn't have very many of now, but that she will be able to be self-sufficient with. So we've fleshed all of this out. We have really talked about it, and she's got a business plan, and she's really did a lot of the legwork and a lot of the homework to be able to sit with this decision and know that it's the right one for her. But because of the people that's in her life, she's feeling insecure and unsure if she should do it. And I explained to her that it's almost disrespectful or selfish for her not to sit in her purpose fully. Because if she doesn't, then she won't be able to be the blessing for the person who needs her to show up. Now, I don't know if that makes sense to you yet. Just like if I decided that I wanted to continue to work a 9 to 5 and I couldn't show up for her because I was afraid to do coaching full time and I was afraid to leave a job, and then I wouldn't be there for her. And who would then show up for her? Who would then show up for her? Because we all have different needs and we all need different people. And there are billions of coaches out there, but who knows if she didn't need something that I had to give her. Just like she has something, a secret sauce, a special sauce that she is going to put with what she's selling that only she has. She's going to use her unique gifts in her business. And if she doesn't do that and she allows it to be buried and she's not going to use it because she's afraid or she doesn't want, the village mentality that's keeping her from it, then she's giving up on all those people who are looking for what she's got. And so, I'm saying all of this to say, don't allow people to kill your dream. Go out, do it. God would not give you the spirit of fear. If you're afraid, then it is not of God. He also wouldn't put a purpose in your spirit, not give you the tools to do it, not give you the ideas to make sure that you get it done, as long as it is something that is God-led, and as long as you seek him and he has given you his blessing and you feel that, and you've prayed. This is a lot. This is a big step. So this is not something that we do just haphazardly. It's something that we wake up one day and say, I'm going to quit my job and I'm going to start, selling ices on the beach. This is something that we really reflect on, and we make sure that we have God's permission. And as long as you have that, then the 4 or 5 people around you doesn't really matter. Do it. Do it afraid. Do it unsure. Just do it. Because if you don't, then the world wouldn't be as bright. The world wouldn't be as bright, and there would be people here that would suffer because they don't have what you alone can give. All right? Bye.